Hello everyone, welcome to my Car Review 2025 official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The fourth gen of the BMW X3 has come to our shores, and we got behind the wheel of BMW's most successful global model in recent years to find out if it has what it takes to become a segment leader. Since 2003, BMW has always had the X3 positioned as the mid-size alternative to the larger X5, and it was the first mid-size luxury SUV on the market. Of course, through the lifetime of its second and third generations, competition ramped up and sits at par with the X3. But there is a very important factor that makes the X3 doubly more important for BMW. It is the brand's highest-selling SUV globally, hence quite a lot of work has been put into this fourth-generation X3, to transform it from the best driver's car in the segment to the best package amongst the options. When I saw the initial images and videos of the new X3, I was concerned with the dialed to 11 radical design approach that BMW took. Every time they do this, be it the massive grille of the older 7 Series, or the entirely reshaped 7i7 look, or even the tall kidney grilles on the new M3 M4, it is met with criticism, but apart from being a bit sore on one's eyes for a few days or weeks, these cars are so well done that one gets used to it pretty quickly. Exactly the case with the new X3, it looks so different to the older car, the elements are unrelated, gone are the muscular and bulbous proportions, enter flat surfaces, with minimal cuts and creases. Despite being taller, wider and longer, it has the same road presence as the older car, with the clean design helping it maintain the mid-size aura. The front gets a larger grille which is blanked off for the most part, with BMW iconic glow, while the headlamps have a flush look, with new sculpted LED DRLs. The bonnet, the fenders, the doors, the shoulder line all have a clean aesthetic to it, and despite missing out on the musculature, it doesn't look small at all. All the lights in the car have a welcome feature, and, mixed with the new illuminated grille, makes quite a spectacle every time you approach the car. I do like the presence of the car, it has quite an attractiveness to it, but I would be amiss if I did not endorse the previous Gen X3's look. At the rear, all the lines converge, with flush LED tail lamps, with the Y-shaped motifs at the rear. The rear has a protruding end, and for me, this is the best angle of the new X3. The interior has been heavily revamped, and is the freshest BMW aesthetic, taking cues from the flagship 7. The dashboard is sloped in, and wrapped in recycled fabric, while most of the functions can be accessed via the 14.9-inch infotainment display, below which sits an ambient light bar, that also has the touch airflow controller and the vents direction toggle, much like the 7 Series. Also, the aircon vents are hidden away from view. The central console is akin to the one of the X1, but this is grander and called Jewelry Box, with an ambient light surround, and has the wireless charging pad and the cup holders. The bay of buttons, in the center, has a layout similar to other BMWs, and houses the drive selector and the iDrive controller. It is premium and techy to the max, and the materials are very high quality, but some of the plastics below the waist level do feel a bit low considering the price tag. The door houses a V-shaped light bar, inside which is the memory seat button, the airflow controller, lock-unlock toggle and the door latch, an interesting piece of design. As darkness falls, the cabin evolves into a theater, the ambient lighting is top-notch, and personally, I loved setting it to the BMW M colors. The experience is top-notch, the seats are wide and supportive, and fully electric adjustable, and comes with additional squab support, really comfortable. At the rear, the seats are comfortable, but not as comfy as those on the 5 Series, while the feeling of space is great, thanks to the panoramic glass roof. It gets sunblinds and dual-zone climate control, with similar airflow controls and a touch-based panel. Modern BMWs play heavily on tech, and the X3 even more so. It is loaded to the gills, including a 15-speaker Harman Kardon audio system, an HUD, dashboard camera, 4-zone climate control, and if you are looking to be chauffeur-driven, it gets mounting points for your tablet display. ADAS is also present, and BMW has one of the finest executions of the autonomous tech. It works flawlessly on marked roads, and doesn't get twitchy with the brakes in case a car does enter your lane. I even let the Parking Assistant Plus take over, and it did the job more than satisfactorily, and does allow one to trust it, even without feeding in the guidance route. Well, it is a BMW, and the conversation has to reach the performance part. We got our hands on the X3 xDrive 20D, and if you're unfamiliar with BMW nomenclature, the D means that it is a diesel mill, while the xDrive means all-wheel drive. The motor itself is a 2.0-litre turbodiesel that churns out 194 brake horsepower and 400 Nm of torque, and comes mated to an 8-speed automatic. By BMW standards, it isn't fast, but it does dispatch a 0 to 100 sprint in 7.7 seconds. This is also aided by a 48V mild hybrid system that evens out the power delivery. It pulls, but without drama, it is linear, and the gear shifts are barely felt. One can push it through to high speeds, but it does lack a bit of the BMW punch that we are so used to, and I feel that this may actually appeal to a lot of those customers who are going to consider the X3 as a chauffeur-driven option. More sedate, a bit more acceptable, a bit less of a sneaker-sporting athlete and more of an Oxford-clad exec. Dynamically though, it is tough to fault the X3. Even though it is bigger, it actually drives like a smaller SUV. Body roll is minimal, with all BMW trickery happening at each wheel, allowing you to corner harder than you should. The weight is properly managed, and the xDrive ensures that fun doesn't become unsafe. From behind the wheel, the steering feels inadequate, it feels tuned a bit too light, great for urban driving, and a relaxed highway stint, but pushing twistis is something it doesn't love doing. Then again, that is what this gen of the X3 means, a clean sheet and a target on the GLC, and oh does it match up. The ride is brilliant, it goes over everything like one of those carpet rides, and it also gets the adaptive damping system, hence even minor changes in the road surface do not adulterate the experience. Low-speed driving does have a bit of stiffness to it, but I feel it is important for the SUV character as well, and not anything to complain about. The damping, engine response and the steering can be adjusted via the drive modes, and for the most part one kept it on comfort, as that suits this X3 the best. It is truly a transformed car, and for the better, and definitely to rake up even higher sales numbers. The new X3 has gone through an intense transformation. The design, whether one likes it or not, is the most modern in the industry, and does look better in person than in photos. The tech is a leap forward, and that is where BMW has focused the most, providing the most holistic and modern in-cabin experience that not only improves the status of the X3 as a car, but as an all-competent SUV. Driving dynamics haven't taken a backseat, although a bit more punch would have been appreciated. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.